everybody today. Look at this. Here we are. It is, Joe, it is the 18th of May, brother.
It is?
It is the 18th of May. I looked at the calendar today. I was like, oh my God.
I kind of lost that one. I lost a couple days.
I couldn't even believe it was the 18th of May. I was like, how did that happen?
Yeah, that is, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
well,
real.
I was just talking about school almost being out. So, yeah.
Yep.
She's only got today and then 2 more days left. And then I got Monday, we have a graduation at 9:30 in the morning. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know. At 9:30.
Graduation at 9:30 in the morning?
Yeah, then they got to go to school the rest of the day. No, it's the next day. No, Tuesday's graduation. Monday's the Lion King. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Gotta go see the Lion King.
Hey, Ellie. Yes, I know. Look, there we are. And there's Joe. Yay.
We're here.
Everybody's been asking about you, Joe. I told you you were taking some personal time.
Yeah,
hey,
I had to duck out for a minute. Hey,
Dehan. So,
I'm trying to.
Joe, we're going to talk about some different stuff today.
There we go.
And we're going to get out some information too. Yeah. There is some updates that will update everybody on KGX at the end. Yeah. Can't stay too long as I have to leave soon. Okay, Josh, thanks for popping on, bro. Love you. Josh. So, here's the thing. The first thing I want to talk about today, and anybody that saw, hey, Terry, anybody that saw my little blip on Facebook that I posted before we popped on, you'll notice that it said we were wanted to talk about hit and runs. So what is a hit and run exactly? Before we tell you about the hit and run, Joe and I are going to talk to you guys about, being dadpreneurs, mompreneurs, mimipreneurs, living in small towns, and the backlash of last year. Yeah. So, Joe was talking to me earlier, and we were talking about. He said, Kris, have you been in your community yet? Was what he was asking me. I'm not going to tell y'all our conversation, but that was and I said, no, not really. I said, my community, my area, my small town that I live in, they have noticed because, I don't know if you guys have realized or not, but there's a new algorithm on Facebook. So the people that live around you that are on Facebook, they see your stuff. Yeah. They see your stuff intermittently, even if you're not friends with them. So, I was telling Joe, I said, here's why I haven't touched my community. And I'm just being 100% honest with everybody. Okay. In a small town, it's a church town. It is a good old boys town. It is a group of it's groups. You got 6 or 8 different groups of people, large groups, but they're different groups. And so they talk, they sit around the local store. My buddy owns the local store where I put my car. I was telling you guys yesterday, I sold the car and had to go to the bank and they wouldn't take my money, remember? So, So my buddy owns that local store, and it's a repair shop and a local store and a grill and a U-Haul place and a car lot, and it's all one thing. He's got like 7 businesses on this corner piece of property. Yeah.
Basically, it's a shopping mall.
Hey, look, when he bought it, Joe, it had the convenience store on it, right? Yeah. And it had been there like 70 years. It had not had any updates or changes in 45 years.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And additionally, it had a little small auto repair shop, right?
Yeah, like a 1-bay garage or something. Yeah.
When he bought it, he went nuts. Like he bought it in December. No, he bought it in November. He went nuts and he came to me and he said, okay, Kris, this is what I want to do. I want U-Haul, and I want a car lot, and I want this, and I want that, and I want blah, blah, blah. And I'm like a deer in headlights. I'm like, really?
What?
Now, he really did buy a large piece of property, and the buildings that were there were large, but he's added 2 more buildings, bro. 2 more. So now he's putting a grill in. Yeah. I said, Joey, slow down, dude. You've taken entrepreneurship
Yeah.
Taking owning your own business to the next level, man. You got 7 businesses. So anyway,
At least they're all right there, though. I mean,
but dude, these people, these older guys and gals and stuff, like everybody goes to that store.
Right,
in
the morning.
Started changing things. He had to go real slow because the people don't like change around here.
No,
you know. No. So it's taken him months to get the store where he would like for it to be, and he's given it an old country charm with the rough wood and things like that. Right. But he's updated it with a soda fountain and LED coolers and
Ooh,
yeah. Hey, they had one of those old Pepsi coolers. Look, honestly,
like the slide opens,
like the slide doors.
The slides?
Yeah.
That's awesome. He kept it, didn't he?
He did. He kept it. Yeah, he kept it. But so I was telling Joe, I said, everybody's talking about Bitcoin, but what they're talking about, because I hear, and I'm new to the area. I've only been here 5 years, and 3 of those 5 we didn't actually live here. But I've made friends and I know people and people know us, and it's a very friendly place. But I hear what they're talking about, not that I'm participating, but they're talking about, this scam and that one got ripped off. And did you see that big thing about Mount Gox? Like they know about Mount Gox here. Okay.
That's good.
I told Joe, I said, what I've been doing is I've been waiting for my time to open up a little more where I don't have to be in a rush. I don't have to be watching the watch, right?
Yeah.
Because dadpreneurs, mompreneurs, mimipreneurs, we all are on a schedule continuously. Like, it's doctors, it's meetings at the school, it's therapists, it's after school activities, it's and you're constantly looking at the clock. Like your whole day revolves around taking the child to school and picking the child up from school. And then whatever happens with the child.
That is true. Yeah.
I told Joe, I said, I'm going to do hit and runs, but I need to diffuse some of the ugly first.
Right.
Like I don't even want to talk about Kryptogenex or anything like that. I just want to diffuse some of the ugly. Like I need to sit down and have some conversations with these people and not be on I only got 5 minutes. Right. You can't tell somebody, you can't explain Mt. Gox in 5 minutes. You can't explain a scam in Bitcoin in 5 minutes.
No, you really can't. I mean,
so
and if you're trying to, you're scamming them probably.
Talking about the same thing because of Nixon, right?
Right. Yeah. And with Nixon, it's like when summer comes, I'll have a lot more freedom. Yeah. And so I can get out and actually, mingle in town.
Right.
And the way town is, I mean, you can just walk up and down the street and pop your head in and start talking to people.
Right.
And I've been here 7 years now, I think. Yeah. And there's like a 5-year rule. If you make it 5 years, they'll consider you a local, pretty much. But until then, you're not at all. No.
Well, I've been
they're like, no.
Maybe I'm
but once you've been here enough, they're like, okay. But so, you end up knowing all the people in all the shops and everything. And all it is here is shops. I mean, it's all businesses. That's it. Courthouse and businesses, and it's too, right now you don't have time to do it. You know what I mean? Because you start on one little conversation and you'll end up talking for 2 hours. I mean, you get conversations that it's hard to get in and out of the convenience, or not even the convenience store, like the grocery store.
Right.
If you want to, you can stay at the grocery store for 2 hours. Like you can stay there till the milk gets warm. You know what I mean? it's like
always get the frozen food and the
it starts melting. Yeah, exactly.
I always get the frozen food and the dairy products last because inevitably I'm going to run into somebody that I know, and a 15-minute trip to the grocery is going to take 2 hours.
That just made me think of something though. We have a really good grocery store here. Really, I mean, it's a little local owned, but there's so many people are really healthy here for the most part. And so, I mean, we have all kinds of organic products and stuff like that you wouldn't think you'd find in a little bitty town, but it's because the demand's here for it. So they're supplying it. Now it's pricey, but I mean, you're not going to get the same price you're going to get at a Walmart just because they don't have the purchasing strength. You know what I mean? But I mean, they do the best they can. I mean, they really do. It's not outrageous. you know, and it being a tourist town, it could be really outrageous.
Right.
You know, I mean, you can't hardly find a burger for less than $10 unless you go to McDonald's. You know what I mean? By the time you get, you know, so which is crazy.
Hey, I can't wait for my buddy to get the grill open in that place. I'll finally have a decent place to get a burger.
See, there you go. Exactly.
There's advantages to everything.
He's going to do charcoal burgers, like grill them or flat.
I don't know. I haven't seen any of the equipment. He's got it. Yeah. He's bought the equipment. And it's in storage because they had to do some work on the building first. And of course, you had to get the inspectors out there and the health inspector and have the septic checked and put in the grease trap and all this stuff. You know,
the fire stuff and everything. Yeah.
Right. So I'm looking forward to that, though. I don't know, you know, but honestly, to God, Joe, even if it's a grill top burger,
that's great.
It'll still be good considering we don't have anything here.
Yeah, that's true. I understand what you mean.
You know,
there's not a lot we can go just grab here.
Right.
At McDonald's.
Yeah.
Well, we have a Subway, but you still, I guess you can go Subway through the drive-through, but I don't like doing that. That's a lot of work. You know what I've never liked? Okay, I can go to Burger King or McDonald's and tell them to make my hamburger. Well, I can't go to Burger King here, but you know what I mean. Right. And tell them exactly how I want my hamburger, right? And it's like $2, $3, I don't know, maybe $4. I go to a restaurant and they bring it all apart and I gotta make it myself.
Yep.
Hate it. And it's like $10.
So, you know, you and I were talking about, and I said, I'm going to start doing here very shortly. I'm going to start doing a lot of hit and runs.
Yeah.
And,
that's what we're talking about. Hit and runs. Yeah.
You know, I don't really want to get in personal. I don't want to, if I know them or I know that they know something negative, I don't want to hit and run them. And basically what I'm going to do for a hit and run, just to kind of help the team and help people out there that are wondering, well, Kris, how do you do a hit and run? It's real simple. I am going to, notice I said I'm going to get labels for these, and I'm going to put labels on one side, and I'm going to leave the other side the Bitcoin, right? And I'm going to put my name, I'm going to put my URL and my phone number. That's it. Okay. And I'm going to, for my hit and runs, all I'm going to really basically do is say, hey, Joe, you know, and obviously it'll be most likely I'll start out with a lot of people that I know, but most likely it'll be like, hey, Joe, have you heard about Bitcoin? And Joe says, yeah, but I don't know much about it.
Hey, okay, I just found the thing.
Sweet.
I just found a 1-day printing, free shipping.
Awesome. So I'll just give Joe that coin, right? Like I'll just take it out of my pocket and hand it to him and say, here's your Bitcoin, you know, and leave him alone. Hit and run. Now I'm going to keep a small notebook with me in my car so that I can write down who I gave them to. Okay. Obviously it's way more effective, guys and gals, if you do your hit and runs. If you can collect any information from them, it's off the chain.
Yeah,
anything.
Name.
Email, you know, email, phone number, text, you know, ask them, what's your preferred method of communication?
Yeah.
You know, and get that. That's it. Don't spend a lot of time with them. Don't tell them nothing.
Yeah.
Just hand them the coin.
It's like it'll be the same thing as what you're supposed to be doing with the cards. You know, it's same principle, you know, but you got the little coin. So they're not going to toss it in the trash. But, you know, I haven't found any of these in the trash. And people, I think because the cards, because it's not a business card, that it's big and awkward, kind of, it kind of works in your favor a little bit. They're like, well, what do I do with this? You know what I mean? But it'll fit in your pocket. So, you know. Right. But I've just got those, you know, I got the stamps. And so I just got those sitting out at the bar. But I don't know that, you know what I mean? But we haven't even
also, you got to remember too, Joe, that it takes approximately
the 30-day thing.
Days for people to mentally wrap themselves. Like, you know, we want everything now. We want everything now, but we will not make a now decision. Don't ask me why, y'all. I don't know. I can't answer that. That's above my pay grade.
I'm pretty sure.
I do know that it's something like that. So you're getting asked. Bethany wants the information on the stickers, and Ellie wants to know, are they round stickers, Joe?
Hold on. Custom stickers, clear stickers, silk screen stickers, custom product labels. Yep. www.stickergiant.com.
Stickergiant.com, y'all. Stickergiant.com.
Or just go Google it. That's what I just did.
Yeah. And so
I just Googled it, guys. I Googled it right then. I mean, when he said,
and that's what I love about Joe is like, I always have to make time to do shit like that. Oh, I'm sorry. To do stuff like that. Joe I'll be talking to Joe. Next thing you know, he's on the computer. Hey, Kris, here it is. You know, I love that about Joe. I love that. So, you know, when you think of a hit and run, ladies, when you think of a hit and run, ladies and gentlemen, this is how I want you to think about it. When somebody hits your car, they hit that thing and they leave, right? Like they hit it and they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I need you guys to get in the mentality of doing with your business, whether you're in Kryptogenex or not. Look, you're spending too much time with your people. You're overwhelming them and you're causing yourself headaches. Stop. Okay. So what does a hit and run look like? You guys know, some of you guys know that one day this week, I touched 30 people in one day. What does that look like? Well, it was hit and runs, but it was all online. I just opened Messenger, right? And I started talking to people. Okay.
Does that count?
Huh?
That counts?
Absolutely. If you give them the information.
What if they're Ukrainian models?
Makes no difference. Hey, they probably want to be accepting Bitcoin.
I hope nobody really has, except like, I hope nobody that has a delicate sensibility about things has got any of them. Because like, you know, we've been answering like all these emails or not emails, but friend requests and stuff. And there's so much stuff coming in, you start clicking, you know, then you go and open one and it showed some
interesting stuff.
Yes.
Adult
things of carnal nature.
Adult stuff.
Yeah, very adult. Oh, like,
adult
wow.
stuff you want to look at.
I was kind of shocked that it was legal to even do that. Not that it was legal to do that.
We're not going there, Joe.
No, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, for it to be your screensaver, I guess.
Uh-oh. Joe.
I was just like, what?
Okay.
Then Gloria
we're
comes up
losing
and
you.
she's
So,
like, what's this? I was like,
I'm going to speak until he comes back and unfreezes, just in case you guys can't hear him either. So here's the gist of that.
Am I frozen?
You need to hit and run. You need to be careful.
Now you're frozen. Okay, so what's going on here? Uh-oh, Kris, you're gone. Okay, that's it. Here you are. You're back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What happened?
Okay.
Did I freeze up and just keep talking? Yeah.
I think I think my internet froze up.
Okay, now
It's okay.
Now we're all caught up. Facebook's caught up to us too now.
Okay, so
All right.
So
hit and run.
Hit and runs. How do you do that online? You can do that easily, okay, by talking to people on your messenger. So I'm working on a system that will be able to keep you guys in the know, okay, and help you learn how to do that more effectively and more efficiently. I should be able to talk to you guys more about that next week. I'm getting better and better at it, and I'm starting to get responses. So I'm beginning to learn what works and what doesn't work. So that's a great thing. The hit and runs on Messenger.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Yep. So then what is the next step after that hit and run on Messenger? You definitely want to do the 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. Don't throw up on people, because look, it's taken a lot of guts for people to ask you for more information. Okay. Yeah. It's taking a lot of guts. So if you take advantage of them asking you for that information and you just all over them, they're going to do this and they're not going to want to get involved.
You know, we have a lot of information to give, and it's almost too much. It's a lot, you know, trying to explain all the, you know, and we've all gotten kind of to a point now where everyone's really pretty comfortable with everything.
Right.
So the little bit of what we think is a little bit of information is a ton for people. we're just laying a whole new thing on them. They're going, what? Why not use money?
Right.
Going, no, it is money. Well, then why do I need it? Well, now we got an hour-long conversation. That's why hit and run. Get out of it. Yeah.
So, and Joe brings up a good point, the hour-long conversation. So what do you need to do? You need to, when they ask you that question that's going to take you down that rabbit hole, and beyond a shadow of a doubt, you're going to throw up or you're going to give them too much information. What you need to do is tell them, look, I really don't have enough time to answer that appropriately right now. Right. But what I will do is point you somewhere you can get some more information, and then you can get back to me and I can answer your question. So we need to become professional pointers. Okay. Yeah. Professional pointers, because here's what happens.
Professional pointers.
Yeah, you got one.
Where's the camera at? There it is.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. There's the camera.
Right there.
Like,
so I want you guys to get good at pointing, because, we've got these great tools, and these tools they are what they are for a reason, y'all. They work. They have psychology behind them. They have years worth of knowledge and studying behind them. So basically what needs to happen is you guys need to point people to that stuff. Oh, thank you. Look, y'all, I have my own personal barista.
I got a pointer.
How cool is that, right?
I got a pointer. That's funny. Very good point, Joe. Very good point.
Good point, Joe. So, okay.
Hey, did I guys show you this yet?
What'd you show me?
My sword?
No, you haven't showed the group.
Oh, I haven't?
No, Mr. Kryptonite. You showed him the shield, but not the
sword and the shield?
The sword.
You don't have the video of me slaying the dragon either, do you?
No.
Well, I haven't made it yet. But I was just asking.
You're gonna have to share that.
It's on the way.
All right, we got hit and runs, and then we got 1-minute presentations, y'all. And then you've got to get used to not answering all the questions. I don't care if you know all the answers. And you do, okay?
Good answer.
Don't do it. Forget you know the answer. Tell them it takes too long. Point. Because if you do point and you point them to the proper stuff and you drip on them, you're going to have better results. I promise. You're going to have better results. So, that's what's going on with Joe and I.
What'd you just say?
In our personal towns. What's that?
If you what on them? Drip on them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just like a little bit of information?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah. Like a faucet.
Instead of throwing up on them. I get it.
Yeah. Don't turn the faucet wide open. Just let it.
Hey, I've got a GIF I can make for that. I've got a picture of a leaking faucet that I had to take, and I actually caught the water dripping.
Sweet.
Yeah.
We need that.
I got it.
Sweet.
Yeah, awesome.
So beyond that, we want to talk about Kryptogenex for a minute. A lot of you all that tune in on a daily basis or get the replays, and Joe and I are trying to keep up. So if you guys could, if you're watching it live, we don't really need to know that because we know. But if you, Pixie does, yeah, Richard. Yes. So if we, if you getting it on replay, leave a comment that just says replay, so we'll know, how many people, like the ratio to people. Also, please go to Crypto Let's Talk at YouTube and subscribe, please.
Right on. I will, bro. My food.
So, what do we want to talk about? We want to talk about there's.
Oh yeah, they're in Tampa.
They're in Tampa. Yep.
They're all on the beach right now too.
Yeah, they're all on the beach right now. So if you look them up on Facebook, you'll see them all on the beach.
I was gonna be there.
Things just didn't work out that way. It's all right. We'll get them next time. Both of us will go.
In Vegas? There's no beach in Vegas.
No, we'll go to Florida.
Oh, okay. That's fine with me. Yeah.
So, they're in Tampa. There is a huge announcement. Huge. I can't tell you what
we don't even know what it is, I don't think. We've been trying to figure it out. We don't even
can't tell you what it is. We don't know.
We don't know.
We have our thoughts.
Yeah.
But we don't know. It's not on the blog. So all I know is that
I'm trying to think, what all have we come out with so lately, Kris?
Well, we came out with the green
miners.
Yep. And we know that there's supposed to be a card that follows that.
Yeah, we know that, but I don't know. That's probably not it. Or I don't know. You know, Ricketts is there. This is Ricketts kind of thing, isn't it? A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I don't know, because he could be the one that would be the card deal.
And tomorrow they're doing a personal
training,
KGX training.
Yeah.
And
like
I know that I think Mike is probably going to cover like the online side of it. Right. And Rick is going to cover the offline side of it. Oh. And I'm sure Steven's going to step in there somewhere and throw his expertise in too. So
yeah, he don't want to fish during the day.
Yeah. So what I think,
I
think is that it has something to do with money. I don't know, but I'm just saying, I think it has something to do with money. I don't know. The reason I say that was Dawn said, "Hey, Kris," and she sent me the message from the airport.
Okay.
Right. So I know it's pretty important. She said, "Hey, Kris, I'm going to live stream the meeting tomorrow night in Tampa
at 9 o'clock,
starting at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock,
and tell everybody because there's a huge announcement." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'm pretty sure, whatever it is, we're going to get excited about it.
Oh yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be something pretty big.
Then there's also something else that I'm gonna break the ice on. I'm actually gonna let Joe break the ice on what it is, and then I'm gonna expound on how it's gonna be helpful for everybody. So you heard it here first.
Oh yeah, you did hear it here first. Unless you saw it on Facebook. But
Joe, tell them about what's coming.
So I just saw this, 25 minutes ago? What time is it? No, about 45 minutes ago, maybe 50 now. But
about 45 now.
About 45. Now there's going to be an additional part to our training in the training program that covers how merchants can use cryptocurrency. That means everywhere we buy stuff. So how they can accept cryptocurrencies, Bitcoins, BitPay. There's another one. Soft Touch is a company that actually makes these iPad thingies, but they only accept at the moment, I want to say Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. But then BitPay, you've got a little bit more leniency because you've got a couple more things because it's through Coinbase, basically. Then, which now my BitPay account works fine with the business. It's fine. My personal one, I gave up on.
Well, here's the thing that here's what I'm gonna add to that. Yeah. So in the beginning of this call, we started out with talking about the hit and runs, and what we actually started out with was erasing the negativity. So just getting out, having conversations with people, not leaving them with anything, not talking about Kryptogenex, just kind of, doing some erasure from last year.
Just tell people what you've been up to lately, kind of.
And then
I've been
your hit and runs. Your hit and runs, then your 1 minute presentations. So now what is Kris going to do with Joe? They're going to come up with a 1 minute presentation for merchants because this is designed specifically to bring the merchant into the new world of money. So what is coming, what will be available will be a package for merchants. It will be a different price. It will be a different deal. Okay. I'm not exactly sure how. I know that the pricing for the merchant, the package is one thing, but I feel as if though a lot of my merchants that I'm going to talk to here in this small town, they're going to want the whole thing. So I'm going to have to go to the core 5 and see what they have in mind
like a group.
For them having the entire thing. But the merchant package, if they just want the merchant package, it's going to be Bitcoin 101. So they'll get the first 15 lessons. And then they'll get, I think it's 6 or 7 lessons specifically about mercantile. Okay. So how to get it, how to set it up, where to take it, what to do with it once you've got it, all of that stuff. It'll be in those lessons. So it'll be 6 to 7 lessons just for merchants. That is huge, y'all.
And the important thing is you're locked at what you accept at. Whatever rate you accept the coin at is where you're locked. It's not going to fluctuate from there. Okay. Now, when you move that into
That's a great point.
You know, because it locks, but now you can move it. You know what I mean? And then it can do whatever it does. But it's not like it's right there. You know what I mean? The $10 martini is still $10 worth of coin at that where it locks right there. Right at the time of the deal, not boom, boom, boom. But if you got $10 in cash in there, well, you don't have $10 cash. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Well, that's important.
It'll explain to you, I'm sure, how not to get yourself confused either.
That's important because here's something funny right here. And yes, Bethany, Rob Harris is in charge of creating the merchant stuff, and he will be posting all of that very soon. So it's coming. I'm pretty sure that's not the announcement for Tampa though. No, because they wouldn't have let him tell it.
No, it's something else. Yeah.
And I've known about it for a month or so. So it's been in the works. Just couldn't say anything about it until now. So here's the thing about that. And you just made an excellent point, Joe. I can always depend on you to make excellent points. Here's the thing. You own a bar. Okay. Yeah. So, and okay, let's be real. A lot of times, if the bartender gets a little bit weary about somebody, they'll kind of ask them to pay their tab, Right. They won't let them run, but maybe a drink or two, and you need to settle up,
Exactly.
And so in a bar, just think about the average customer time is what, 2 hours? Is that about right?
Yeah. 45 minutes to 2 hours, kind of. If you get them for 45 minutes, you can usually keep them. But so, yeah, it's about like that. About 2 hours.
Okay. Yeah. So depending on how engaging the bartender is, depends on how long your customer is going to stay.
Right. And if they have reservations or something, what time they get there has a lot to do with it,
Yes, absolutely. So, the price of Bitcoin can change drastically in 45 minutes to 2 hours.
Yeah.
So the fact that whatever Bitcoin is, when the transaction hits, it stays there is beautiful.
Yeah. It's just boom, boom, boom right there. You're not.
Right.
Which, oof. Yeah.
And then, like Joe said, you can just move it to your personal wallet or your business wallet where it's still volatile, guys and gals. And, here is my advice to anyone that's doing that. And this will be what I will tell all my merchants is never cash in your Bitcoin for a price less than you're happy to settle for. Okay. Now, what does that look like? We haven't seen 20,000 since December. So a lot of my people have come to me and said, I've been holding, but I really could use a little money. Summer's coming. I need to pay for the vacation, blah, 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 blah. What do I do? So I mentor people to come to me and say, what's your magic number? So I'm going to pretend like Joe's done that. And Joe's magic number is 10.
Yeah.
So we watch. And when it gets close to 10, depending on what the charts are doing, okay, because that's really important because you can tell from the charts, guys, if it's getting ready to go down again and it's 97, you better get your money while it's 97 because when it starts downhill, it's going to go downhill and God knows where it's going to stop before it goes back up again.
That's true.
So, know what your number is and be flexible. I mean, if it's 10, don't go, well, it's not 10. I'm not damn selling.
Yeah.
I
bought some.
If it's 97, cash it out if you need to.
Yeah. I bought some Ether the other day and to do some other things with it because there's a lot of crap you can do with Ether. But I don't know. We're still about 89, I think. So I still did well. You know what I mean? Yes. The transference. You know what I mean? But it's. There's a whole lot of red out there right now, but there's some green. You know what I mean? So
Bitcoin's been in the green most of the day today. Every time I've checked it, it's been green, but a lot of everything else has been red.
Yeah, but when you go all the way, like I go through 700-800 of them, like on Coin Market. It's like do, like geez, and that's another thing. People, if you're wanting to get into that side of that, you know what I mean? Maybe play around with a little bit. If you're that comfortable and you think that you know what you're doing well enough. but be careful. You know what I mean? Don't bet the farm. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. And that's isn't financial advice or anything, but kind of make notes of stuff. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with pen and paper. You know what I mean? And do. Or, you know, you can do, you can set a watch list too on your mobile, on coin market. You know what I mean? So you can kind of do and boom and go, oh, wait, that is doing good. There's this one thing with this certain name that I think should be doing something because this name. And don't always count yourself out on what you're thinking either. Because there's something called Walton coin or something like that out there. And I was like, what's this? And I was wondering if it had something to do with Walmart. You know?
It could.
But what it does have to do with is the guy who invented the RFID chip. Which
okay.
Yeah. That's like the chips they want to put in you so you can have the mark of the beast and everything.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, dude.
No, I'm not either. But you know what I mean, though. It's what's on your credit card. It's the chip on your card.
Do it. My kid would do that. He would, you know, oh, cool. Let me put a chip in here. I can just pay for everything with my hand.
Yeah.
You know, or I can make a phone call on my arm. No. No. That's too advanced for me. So what Joe is saying is really good. And remember, y'all, we are not financial advisors.
Oh, no, not at all.
We're not giving legal advice. We're just telling you what we do and what works for us. So I'm going to expound a little bit on what Joe was talking about. And I use pen and paper too. Yeah. I find something that I like. I find a coin that I like. And this is really my step process. And so I find a coin that I like. I write it down. I write the date down. I write the price down. I go check it the next day at approximately the same time. I think that's kind of important. Time of day does affect pricing, and that's another story, but we'll get into that another day. Yeah. But if you're checking at 8 o'clock in the morning, be consistent. Check your coin at 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, that's all. That's all I'm going to say about that. So then, I will watch it. Me personally, because I'm not a big gambler. Okay. So I will watch it for approximately 7 days. I want 7 days worth of data where I can see, and then I'll look at the candles and charts, and then I will click on and look at the daily activity for like a week, so I could see where the lines cross and see what it's doing, what its highs, the Bollingers, what its highs and lows are, right? And then I will say, okay, this is a coin that I can make $500 on or whatever. You know, I don't put a lot of money in these coins in the beginning, especially because here's the thing is I want to prove to myself that it's going to make me money first. So I might only throw $20 at it. Okay. Right. Whatever that gets me, it gets me. And then I say, maybe I bought it at a penny and I want to sell it at 3. I mark it down to see how long it takes to get to 3 cents. I sell, I made double my profit, right? Or double my investment. So that's what I do. If you want to do that, and there are people that in my close circle that are making, you know, minimum $600 a day trading. Some are making thousands and thousands a day trading. I'm not there yet. Just so you know, it's a confidence thing. Okay. Like I need to be, no, they're doing it themselves.
They're just doing it themselves. Wow.
Yes. And so if you want to get into that, if you're that person that needs to create money faster than hodling or investing in a coin that is going to pop a year from now, okay, then what you need to do is go to Kryptogenex and you need to take the lessons on the day trading and take the lessons on the charts and candles so that you understand that. And then it wouldn't be a bad idea if you've never done it. And this is just, you know, something that I would do now. I didn't do it. I did not do this, but I would do it now. It wouldn't be a bad idea to reach out to somebody that's actually doing it.
Yeah.
Just to kind of compare notes, not to follow exactly what they're doing, but just to see if your mental process is where it needs to be before you get started. That's what I would do.
Hey, can we ask Mafuz a question real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, what's the power ledger? Is that the solar thing? He'll tell us in a minute. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because we're delayed. You know, so
I forget we're delayed. Sorry.
That's what we're always delayed, dude.
Yeah.
So that's kind of our news. Kryptogenex is in 84 plus countries. We're almost to the 3,000 mark. We're still in soft launch. We've only been out 6 or 7 weeks now. We've had 1, 2, 3 big events. We're about to have our 4th one today. We're moving forward, but we're not running the 50-yard dash. We are not running the 50-yard dash. We don't even want to. Okay, we want to be around forever, for a long time. So everybody needs to know that constant exposure, and follow up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk to Bethany real quick because I know a little something about Bethany's last couple of days.
Yeah.
And I know she's been stacking some people up. Bethany, do not fall off on the follow up. What you need to do is set aside a day where you've got, and we're going to talk about this next week, probably, because this is the end of the week. I don't want to do it on Saturday, but Joe, let's write it down to talk about next week.
Follow up.
Scheduling your time for profitable procedures. Scheduling your time for profitable procedures.
Okay.
Because you can be busy and accomplish nothing. I speak from experience. You can be busy and accomplish nothing. So I want to talk to people about scheduling their time. Now, Bethany, specifically, what I want you to do is I want you to grab the next day or 2 or 3 or whatever. I want you to schedule an hour, a solid hour minimum. And I want you to go back to the first people that you touched. I want you to follow up with those first people. Remember, don't throw up on them. Just touch them. Ask them, what did you like best? What did you like best about the information that you got? What did you like best about the information you got? Doesn't matter what it is. That's what you love too. Okay, that's your answer. So I would ask Joe, what'd you like best? And he's going to say, I like the investing in Bitcoin, or I like the mining. You know what? Me too, bro. That is off the hook, right? So you can get excited about that. Now you have something in common. You've established rapport. Okay. Right. Now, this is what I want you to know. You're not being disingenuous when you do that. And there'll be a lot of people, we'll get some hate on this one, Joe. I want to clarify. You're not being disingenuous and you're not being a salesperson. You are excited about whatever that person is excited about, because you are completely excited and all in with Kryptogenex and cryptocurrency. So it doesn't matter what they like, okay? Because you wouldn't be here if you weren't all in. Am I right, Joe?
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. I don't think anybody's going to say anything about that. I mean, because we're not being disingenuous about it. We're just there's just different levels for different people, and different things and all that. But it all comes together as the same. I mean, it's like the rear end on a car, man. All those gears have to go. One goes this way and 2 go this way. It's just the way it works. I think it's all.
And to touch on that just a little bit more, Bethany, I see you said you're working on follow-up today. We're delayed, remember? So when you do that, when you get them to tell you what they liked best, and you say that's what you like too, okay, then what I want you to do is become a professional pointer. Bethany, do you have KGX Pro yet? Yes or no? So for those of you who have KGX Pro, what you're going to do is you're going to funnel them into your website stuff, okay? Funnel them into your website stuff, not your social media stuff, your website stuff. Because what's going to happen is you're going to send them an email with that link in it, and they're going to get that 5-minute video or whatever, okay? And if they want more information, they got to fill it out at the bottom. Okay, good, Bethany. They got to fill it out at the bottom. Now what happens? They are in your contact list. You can track every move they make. You will be able to see if they look at the video 5 times. You'll be able to see if they go anywhere else on your site. You'll be able to know what your next move is. The system will work for you and help you to promote your business. That's what it's designed to do. Okay. Yeah. So
exactly what it is.
And I hate to say that as if people don't know, but the sad part is there are a lot of people that don't know. So I'm not trying to offend Bethany. I'm just using her as a beautiful example. of getting out and doing what she knows she needs to do to better her business. And because I'm in constant contact with her, I can speak on a more solid foundation about what she needs to do next and actually help all of you guys too. So, Joe, I believe that we've done a great job today, as always. I'm so happy to have you back with me. I love having you as my host, buddy.
Just one more thing.
What is
Tampa? Did we mention Tampa?
Yeah, we did, but we didn't get real excited about it.
I wrote something down about cryptocurrency.
What I'm going to say about Tampa is this: if you're in the area of the meeting, you need to go see it.
Man, Steve's incredible in person, man. It'll be cool. And
you need to be there. It's not even an option.
It's gonna be cool. It'll be fun. It really is.
The best way you could spend your Friday evening. Trust me.
Right.
It's definitely worth the time investment. So so there's going to be some more stuff coming out about KGX next week, I have a feeling. And we want to see you guys every single day. Okay. Joe and I are it's Saturday tomorrow, but I'm planning on around 2:00 coming to you guys with anything. We will, if you missed the announcement tonight, we will be able to talk about what the big announcement was tomorrow. So that's my main reason for wanting to do tomorrow. Be able to talk
as summer comes along, though, we may have to go back to our Facebook format.
Yes.
Because being out and about, you know what I mean? It's kind of, but.
And Joe and I are going to work on becoming more mobile. And I want all of you guys, I'm glad you brought that up, Joe. As summer comes, we all have invites to things. We all have commitments. We all have things we need to do with our kids. I want everybody to be mobile. So I'm going to challenge everybody, even when they're at home, to try to do as much as you can do from this.
Right.
Okay. So learn how to run your business from here. Now, I will tell you a couple tools in advance that might help you. Google Drive, great tool. You can access Google Drive from Apple devices as well as from Android devices. So a lot of your files or your presentations or your spreadsheets, things of that nature, you can put them in Google Drive. You can access them with the app.
It's not like Google Drive.
No.
It's like Google Hard Drive.
Yes. So, that's a big helper. Install the Messenger app on your phone for Facebook, the Messenger app. Yep. Messenger app. Also, CoinMarketCap has an app and I love it. I use it every single day.
That's how I keep track of everything. I don't even have it on my computer.
I love it.
For some reason I couldn't download it or something. I don't know. It got confusing, so I just didn't.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's on there. I just don't know where it's at. It's hidden somewhere.
It's hiding from you, Joe.
They do that. Things do. All my pictures hide from me. It's horrible. I don't
know. Are you using anything on your phone that you can think of that would be a help to anybody, Joe? Right off.
We got CoinMarket. Of course, Coinbase. I got my Shift app, my Coinbase app. I use a Krypto Pro. It's just another money thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's the same. But you can go ahead and do calculations on it and stuff, conversions and all kinds of stuff in that. It's not not near as up to date as everything else is. I mean, it's a minute or two behind, but a minute or two does make a difference if you're new, and you can always set reminders on all this stuff for, like, let's say I want to know when Bitcoin goes above 9,000 again. My phone will go beep, 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 and tell me it's above 9,000. So then you can really start paying attention, then that's if you're in and want to get, move some stuff around or whatever, have a target that you're looking for, an
Absolutely.
amount of, but that's what I do. And I think that's about it.
I think that tomorrow we'll definitely
put Zoom on your phone.
Yeah. Put Zoom app on your phone.
Zoom. That's a good one. But write all the numbers down somewhere. Because you'll just have the Zoom app and be lost. Be like, I don't know the numbers.
Yeah.
Because like on mine, I've got names on my computer,
But it doesn't
just remember, like, the last
show you that as much. Right. On your app, it doesn't show as much. You have to know the last 4 numbers to know who's who.
Right.
So yeah, it's been a great live today. A lot of tips, a lot of golden nuggets. You know, we're doing our best to deliver value, make you laugh, and keep you in the know. Taking your business mobile is definitely going to provide you a huge benefit for the summer, I promise you. And then, you know, what's going to happen is after summer's over, you'll just stay mobile because you learned how to do it. So you won't sit in the house all winter. So let's get mobile, y'all. Lose some weight.
Lose some weight. Get out in the sun. Get some sunshine. Oh,
love you guys. Hey, what's up? One more thing.
Something about Walmart. The Walmart thing that I'm doing is completely different.
That's a whole different thing.
It had nothing to do with any of this. Okay.
Right. You know, so yeah, it's a good day. I could put
this in Walmart.
Right. They're looking at cryptocurrency already, but yeah, you know, who knows which one they're going to accept. They're going to be like Amazon and hold out until the last minute before they tell you.
They could really make their own. Honestly, they should.
You would think they would.
$1 goes through Walmart.
You would think they would.
In the United States goes through Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge. I mean, that's ridiculous. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll shut up now. Sorry.
No, they should. They absolutely should. Amazon should too. I'm surprised that they haven't.
Amazon is though.
Well,
they just haven't got it worked out yet, I think. Oh, you mean a coin or accepting?
Right.
Oh, making their own coin?
Their own coin. Mm-hmm.
See, I'm shocked Bezos isn't doing that. It sounds like he would. Seems like he would, but.
Well, to be honest, it is a lot of work, and there's a lot of stuff to get passed through. So if they were going to do it on a global scale, I can imagine it would be a nightmare.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it really would.
So it'd be better to just accept something that's already out there.
It's already set up and going. That's true.
Yep.
That maybe they should accept something that's very green.
Yes.
That would be an excellent idea.
Excellent.
Excellent idea.
All right, brother. We're going to let these fine folks go. We love you.
See y'all later. I missed y'all.
We love you.
See you tomorrow.